Hello, YouTube viewers and PlayStation Network members. John 11 Hot here. In my last I've basically been trying to get to telling you what got me into making the videos and stuff like that, and why I did the Warp into Game videos and the Quest videos. A lot of it basically has to do with stuff, I basically, now, when I first did the Warp in the Games, but before that, if you basically watched one of my videos where, it was like a mechanical version of myself trying to take over my series, like my show, and his name was AI11, which basically was a voice recording which started out at first, and then of course came the live in the flesh version with sunglasses, where he basically started, where he basically said, where he basically sounded like a mechanical wreck, to put it at that term, and and then of course in the last video with the fight between me and him, which was kind of like a lot, I had tons of mistakes from what I basically checked out the video, but it was, to me, I think it was superb, but to you viewers, whatever, if you figure, hey, it was like ridiculous, but I don't care about the mistakes. I thought it was like really good, but you basically see a lot of on here on YouTube and stuff, but that's where it started with the Quest series and the Warp in the Games. When I did the Warp in the Games series, I wanted to make it look like AI was basically on a vengeance streak after being punched out and left, and his mechanical body left somewhere, but his little bits and bytes were trapped on the internet, along with the virus that infected him in the first place. Now, the virus that infected AI, and in the first and then he became berserk with destroying critics and all the, and everything, including wanting to take over me. Now, his intentions to taking over my show had to do with something I was going to plan on doing, and then scratch that idea and just figure it as a world domination conquest, with him basically wanting to take over my show and then having to take over the world, which basically failed, because of course I was the, you see, AI started out as a wimpy little enemy, and then when I basically made the last video of his existence for now, he had evolved within months from his last view, from his last appearance, where he basically looked and talked like me. Now, here's a little something I basically was gonna do with the fight sequence, but it was kind of gonna be impossible to do it, so I just figure, but I probably figure maybe down the road bring AI11 back and basically use that effect, because if you basically heard him in that last video, which is me basically doing the talk back to myself kind of sequence kind of thing, which is really annoying because you get confused with whatever, and I don't go by script. I basically think reading a piece of paper is ridiculous. I mean, you can, for me, I say act it out how you feel how the character would feel, and if you don't like it, then hey, I mean, it would be pretty cool if actors actually had the free will of basically using their own personality and just merge it with the actual characters themselves that they play in the story that they're telling. And that's where I basically was going for. And, it would be pretty cool to basically do it. And I'm thinking of down the road maybe making like down the road it's going to be like first I want to start it as a series. So far I basically got like a little bit of it, but since I lost all my games and stuff to Hurricane Sandy and everything last year, I can't do it because the only system I have, and stating the fact that it would take a lot out of me to basically do it, do it alone. So I basically got to like limit my limitations because I would love to hire somebody to basically give me a hand, but they would have to do it for free, which nobody likes to hear the word free. They like to get paid for something. I mean, if they were to say, all right, whatever you can give me, I'll do. I'd be willing to basically say, the only thing I can offer you is what I have, which is pretty much a free meal or something. Or, well, technically I wouldn't offer that. So, that's why I basically do all the work myself. I direct it myself with no script because the writers are basically in my head, meaning I write the script in my head. And if I don't like how it's written, I basically could change the words around, which is really great about free will non-scripts, Basically, a lot of TV shows basically do it because, now there's something that's really cool, and I basically think most critics that basically have their own, their own personnel on YouTube or on the internet. Now, if they were to basically do what I do with no scripts, just basically spit out what you feel is, would sound interesting to the viewer. Say, say. Now, the one thing I basically gotta say is, I've seen Atop of the Fourth Wall. I've seen Nostalgia Critic, the Angry Video Game Nerd. Pretty much, I find those as my idols. But I want to go beyond what they kind of do, and basically do like a series where I can ramble on about anything. Because give myself a ton of free will to basically do what what's basically on my mind and how I see fit, and what I like and dislike and everything, and what you viewers might like and dislike. Just for fun. Go beyond that. There were like tons of YouTubers that basically do exactly what I do, but they basically do the same thing as everybody else, and that's their right to basically do it. Like if they want to rate a game and say this game sucks, copy something that other people do and stuff like that. Like the Irate Gamer, I kind of look up to him also, but people basically say he's a hack. So what? He basically is a guy that basically is trying to make a living just like everybody else does, and he's like he's like everyone, basically trying to make a living and stuff like that. And the reason why I say people have been calling him a hack is because they say that he's a lot like the Angry Video Game Nerd. I beg to differ. I'm not disagreeing or agreeing with anybody, but this is just my terms in general. That, okay, if he was actually copying the Angry Video Game Nerd, first of all, he would basically have the nerdy glasses, the nerdy shirt. He would be drinking Rolling Rock, and I can saying all the kind of phrases that the Angry Video Game Nerd would be doing. So, I mean, yeah, he says "fuck" in some of his videos, or he complains. But you know what? He does other stuff too. That the Angry Video Game Nerd / James D. Rolfe basically does on his channel, which is the Cinemassacre. He basically, James D. Rolfe basically does things that Chris Bordes wouldn't do, or probably would do, but basically doesn't have the guts to do it. I'm not basically ballsing it out on Chris Bordes or whatever his name is. I'm basically just saying that there are things that James D. Rolfe basically does as the video game nerd, as himself, James D. Ralph basically became the angry video game nerd in a Cinemassacre video, DVD or something. And of course, that character got so greatly, recognized. But the one thing is, James D. Ralph basically also created the character Board James, which he did the thing with his friends, where he basically showed board games that even, let me tell you something. James D. Ralph and me basically have something in common. When I was a young kid, I basically tried to create my own board game because all the other board games that you played were so overrated. And I wanted to basically create a game where, it was a quest kind of thing or something like that garbage. But, it just failed and I just got frustrated and I said, fuck it, So, I said, I'm not going to go saying, years from now, what the hell was I thinking and shit, So I just basically scratched that and just went on to, thinking of other stuff. There was a time I basically thought of a cool game that involved me and a former friend of mine, which is no longer around because I don't know if he's alive or dead or something. Me and him, we basically thought of a Nintendo game having to do with with us in it, and it would be like something called Adventures on Staten Island. The storyline in the back of my head for that game pretty much kind of blowed because everybody knows you need a major villain in the game and you need a hero. So the only two heroes would be me and my friend that I was friends with, and of course there would have been other friends too. But the one thing that sucked about Nintendo way back then, before they became Super Nintendo, and then from Super to all that other stuff, it would have been really good if I had the know-how to basically do gaming programming and shit. Because there's a ton of cool things now that are so cool, like graphics for a game. It's like video games are like art that you could basically play over and over again and enjoy the storyline whatsoever. I'm probably going to talk more about this on another video because I got to cut this one short because I'm almost towards 15 minutes or and stuff. It's on 12 going on 13 minutes and something seconds and stuff, and I can only make 15-minute videos. So until next time, YouTube viewers, I hope you enjoy my videos and continue to watch. Until next time, peace out. Until next time, peace out. See, I'm making mistakes here already. Until next time, viewers and PlayStation Network members and YouTubers, peace out. I did it again. Peace out. Peace out. Can't do too much more. Until next time, viewers, peace out. See, I made a ton of mistakes until this button. Peace out.